flawless. Out of the box, we have
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
and I have to say, he looks good in his uniform from Space Jelly too. Get it? Jam? Jelly?
Whack.
Anyways, his outfit is all soft goods. In fact, it is a nice stretchy material and it fits him pretty nicely. It goes to show how far soft goods have come for the 1/12 scale action figure. Being as though he has soft goods, that means his clothes are removable. You remove his shirt and his sleeve and it seems that all his tattoos hold up to what it looks like in actual real life. Now this is interesting because back in the day when I covered more than just Dragon Ball figure news, I covered Hasbro's NBA starting lineup action figure line as news. And I remember them having like a big controversy because the NBA players didn't have their tattoos. Now I remember hearing a myriad of different reasons as to why that was, but here was a couple that stood out. I've heard that because these NBA players get tattoos at a drop of a dime, you know, it could immediately make the figure inaccurate, which at the time it definitely made sense to me, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal to not put the tattoos. But then this next reason is what sold me on why they didn't put the tattoos onto the figure. I remember someone in the comment section of the video that I did on that news saying that there was some type of controversy with like some wrestling action figure, and basically what happened with the wrestling action figure is that when they reproduced the tattoo onto the wrestler, because the wrestler had the tattoos in real life, the tattoo artist wanted basically royalties for them reproducing their artwork on the action figure, and so there was a whole controversy with that. So this leads me to believe one of two things. The first thing could be is that because they're not reproducing a whole bunch of NBA players as figures, they only have to worry about paying potentially one tattoo artist, and that would be the tattoo artist that LeBron James went to. Or B, because the tattoos could be just generic enough that they didn't really have to worry about paying out royalty payments. I don't know how it worked in this situation, but I'm thinking it's one of those two things. Last but not least, you got his Nike LeBron X Space Jam sneakers, which look extremely accurate to the actual real life shoe, and to be honest, it's painted extremely well as well. I couldn't really ask much more from these shoes. Now, a side note, something I peeped with this LeBron James figure, and we'll get into this in the next segment, or rather this will lead us into the next segment. His skin tone seems a bit dark, not like egregiously so, but just a bit dark. I remember when I was handling it, my mom was like, he does seem like he's a little bit dark. So maybe they could have lightened it a little bit, or maybe added a tinge of red to this brown, to his skin, but it's not like a huge deal. As far as his head sculpt, wave check. I mean, they decent, but they're not spinning to the point where I feel seasick. It's a nice shallow tide, you feel me? As for his faces, he comes with a yelling face, which is done very well, a stern face, which is one I think that looks the most like LeBron, and you get a smiling face, which has this weird, I don't know if uncanny valley is the right describer for this, but he looks like if he could take off his face and it could be a whole creature or robot under there.
Gotcha, bitch!
I know I got at least one of y'all with that jump scare. Now, if you ever need a hand, LeBron's got you with the assist. He comes with fist hands, you know, for all the flagrant fouls he'll be committing. Some open palm hands for obvious reasons. Slapping ass.
What's that?
I mean, doing layups. Open palm hands with the fingers curled. Honestly, I don't even know what these are even for, so I just put them in a martial arts pose. Relaxed hands. How'd you miss that open layup, bro? Some hands to give you a couple of pointers.
You need to leave.
And last but certainly not least, open palm hands with a peg which plugs into one of his other accessories, which is a silver basketball with electricity around it. He also comes with another basketball, so you get a set of balls.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
but only one of them has a peg hole for whatever stupid reason. But there's still one last accessory. Of course, you get the almighty stand. Some assembly required. Now, there's a couple different configurations to build in this stand. I'm not going to sit here and show it to you. You can figure it out for yourself. There is this one piece where I don't even know what it does or what it's there for. But sometimes I don't be using my brain meat to its full capacity, so y'all can let me know in the comment section below what it's for. But with that being said, let's move on to articulation.
Wanna see me twist into a pretzel?
Pause. To the top of his head, LeBron is just under 7 inches. Here is LeBron next to SH Figure Arts, Dragon Ball Superhero Piccolo, and Mafex Ben Riley Spider-Man. Here is LeBron next to SH Figure Arts Ultra Instinct Goku and Super Action Statue Enrico Pucci from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And lastly, here's LeBron next to SH Figure Arts Super Boo. I will be right back with Bombastic's final thoughts. What? In all, I really love this figure. Now, is it worth the price point? This is really tricky because when it comes to imports, you know, a lot of times it's a thing of, well, the actual price of the figure might be like $65 in Japan, but because, you know, like these sites have to import the figures, you know, they gotta upcharge. Or even if you buy it from an import site, you still gotta pay for import fees. So when it's all said and done, it could be over $100, which is what I think about. I paid for this guy $100, like $110, something like that. But either way, well, let's go with the ratings, right? For accessories, I guess it's fine. It's good enough. Because you get a nice set of hands, you get 5 sets of hands, you get the 2 basketballs, you get 2 extra heads in addition to the one that he comes with. So accessories, let's say, I don't know, I guess. Oh yeah, and you get the action figure stand. So we could go, let's say, 8 out of 10. I'm not sure what else he would come with. I would like some more facial expressions, but that's about it. Articulation, definitely, I gotta say, some of the soft goods I think hinders articulation, so that's to be expected, but for the most part, it poses very well. But because you're going to keep the clothes on most of the time, I'm going to just say 8.5 out of 10. And for the aesthetic, now the aesthetic is tricky because it's based off of a real life person, right? So when it doesn't look like it looks, I can tell that it's LeBron James, but it's not perfectly LeBron James, and I know that can be hard to capture. So that's probably, I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. I was gonna go lower, but I don't think it's lower would mean that it's, I don't know, I feel like it's there. I can definitely tell, hey, this is LeBron, but it's just something that is missing. And like for that, like the yelling face and a neutral face, those are good. It's just a smiling face that's a bit off-putting, so to speak. But with that being said, as always, thank you guys for watching, and you know I always appreciate the support on the videos, especially y'all been going crazy with these last few videos. I know this is not Dragon Ball related, so I'm not expecting this video to do as well, but if y'all could support it, I always appreciate it. And until next time, this has been Bombastic Plastic. Stay fantastic.